We're joined once again by Jim Mora. Jim, right now, who's your Super Bowl pick?
Picks or pick?
Pick.
Pick for winning it all?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going with the Patriots over the Vikings. Hurts me to say that because, Anthony Barr and Eric Kendricks, two starting linebackers for the Vikings, were my guys. Love them to death. But I don't know how you ever pick against Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and the magical things they do in the moments that really count. And we saw it the other day against Pittsburgh. It's just they have the uncanny ability to pull it out when it needs to be pulled out.
So you would think the Vikings then could go to Philadelphia and beat the backup quarterback?
I think they can go to Philadelphia and beat the backup quarterback. Yeah, I think.
Even though they have a backup quarterback also.
Yeah, but Keenum's been playing longer this year. Not overall, he's playing longer this year, and I just like their defense. And I think it's time for a host city to have their home team playing. It's never happened. We know that the 49ers played at Stanford Stadium, but they weren't, at Candlestick. So maybe it's time. And I'm pulling for them at least. I'm pulling for the Rams too. I love what Sean's doing there, and I love the rebuilding. Amazing. Or I don't know if you call it a rebuilding. They've just kind of just flipped it, But I'm.
They got an offensive mind, coaching an offensive team.
He's something now. He's so creative. Do you know him at all?
I do not.
Oh man, he's sharp. How about this? He was my ball boy at San Francisco because John McVay was.
Oh, yeah, because of John.
And so Sean was a kid.
Yeah.
And he was my ball boy, and so was Demoff. He was a ball boy for me one summer. I'm getting old, man.
Yeah.
Getting old. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Skip. Go ahead and tell them how great the Patriots are, and Tom Brady should be the MVP.
So I understand where you're coming. You are not picking the Patriots, obviously.
Okay, you go then.
I did.
Go ahead.
Well, go ahead.
You picked the Patriots?
You know I picked the Patriots, Skip.
Before the year did.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I
Yeah,
thought you
Patriots,
jinxed him.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
But it's just so confusing because he changes his team every week, so.
So- Does he?
Yeah.
But he has that right. He's in the meeting.
Yeah.
He can do that.
I'm going to say this one more time, just for the record. If the Dallas Cowboys get through the back door and sneak into that last spot, the NFC is in trouble because they would be the best team in the playoffs.
No, they won't.
Yes, they would be. You know it, and I know
don't
it.
know
I just
it.
think it's a long, long, long shot that they get in. But if they do, they will be the hottest team, and they will be the best team in the NFC.
Everybody that could possibly make the playoffs, defense is better than the Cowboys. From New Orleans to Carolina. Now, maybe the Falcons. They're pushing with the Falcons. But the Eagles, Minnesota, they're better than the Cowboys,
They're
Skip.
starting to come together around Sean Lee.
He's
back, and they're growing up.
Sean Lee.
Hey,
Yeah.
if Pittsburgh had beaten New England,
Yeah.
would you have changed your
Nope.
pick?
Yes, he
No,
would have.
no, Skip. I always think.
You were looking for an excuse.
No.
Way out.
The Patriots, they have no answer for Gronk. And for whatever reason, Coach Belichick will not let your best offensive weapons beat him, but teams let their best offensive weapon beat
How's
them.
that happen?
And
How's he get so open?
Because everybody think, well, hey, I'm going to single him. They want everybody to be the hero.
You can't put a linebacker on him.
No,
He's too
but
athletic
you
fast. You put a DB on him, and he's too big. And
Well, you just double. You
Well, you have to.
Yes.
But
Look,
if they can run the ball, then you can't spend your whole game doubling him. So
let me ask you a question. You know Tom Brady can beat you.
Yeah.
Have you seen them consistently week in and week out beat you running the football?
No.
Exactly. So that's what I'm going to do. But the Patriots do better than everybody else, Skip. When the game becomes chaotic, they relax the most. They will never, ever beat themselves.
Isn't that amazing?
We've seen teams in Super Bowls, the last two Super Bowls, we saw a team Sunday. They beat themselves. And the Patriots sit right back there and says, okay, y'all go ahead. It's chaotic
Okay,
now.
so what would have happened if you gave Bill Belichick the Pittsburgh defense against Brady's offense the other day and Gronk? What would have happened?
He would have taken Gronk out.
How?
He's going to try to get physical at the line of scrimmage. And he will say, look, linebacker, if you have inside leverage, don't you bite no outside move. We got somebody to handle that. Linebacker, if you got outside coverage, don't worry about anything outside. You take him outside.
So
we got
whose
safety.
fault
Well,
was it
here's
that
what
that-
you got to do. You got to go back and look at the Super Bowl when the Rams played the Patriots, and they had the greatest show on turf
They
from
did.
Marshall Faulk
Put a lot of
and
coverage.
Willie and those guys. Every time they'd come off the edge, they would take a shot on Marshall as he would try to release
Right.
him, and that's what Bill would do to
Right.
Gronk.
Yeah.
Is he would never
Let him free release.
get a free release, even if he got a couple holding calls at not on third down,
Right.
a couple first down, early holding calls.
Yep.
Because they know that they're not going to pull the flag every down.
Okay, so do you blame Mike Tomlin for this because his forte is coaching defense?
See, the
Should
thing
be
is,
better than
on
this?
one of those seams, the DB jumped outside. Well, if he jumps outside, that safety got to know right now I'm going downhill. That safety in the hole. He's got to pick that. He got to pick that ball.
Look, I coached DBs forever, and they get and you can work all week, and we're going to be inside and outside, and you're never going to go for that outside fake. And you get in the game, and that athletic arrogance takes over, and you say, okay, Shannon Sharp just made that. He's going to run a stick route, and I know I'm not supposed to bite it. I know I'm not supposed to bite on it, but I'm going to go get me one, and then all of a sudden you run stick nod, and it's open because two guys are playing the wrong leverage.
Remember on the 2-point conversion skip?
I do.
Mike Mitchell's coming down. He's going to take the slant away. So the corner should not jump inside because Mike Mitchell is coming downhill to take the slant. Stay on his upfield shoulder. If he beats you, jumps over the top, catches the ball, you live with it.
But it doesn't happen in New England because they're so well trained and they're such a situationally smart football team. The way they practice, they don't practice like everyone practices. Their practices are divided into situations that have come up through the years that he anticipates coming up. They are so well trained, and you said it. The more chaotic it gets, the more relaxed that team gets because they know that they are prepared for anything that's coming.
That's it. And that's the way you have to prepare. And like you said, I see a lot of guys. I beat a lot of guys because they wanted to say, "I got to pick on Shannon Sharp and John Elway."
Right.
You know he's not supposed to go for the stick nod, the stick seam, but I dangled that cheese out there. Oh, got him. The next thing you know, I'm on the sideline.
That's why you're wearing the gold jacket.
So there's one team in the AFC I would have given a shot to go to Foxborough and beat Brady and Belichick, and that team is not going to make the playoffs, and that team is the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
They just know how to do it, and I think they had enough firepower on both sides of the ball to pull it off this year, and they can't beat the teams they should have beaten.
Don't sleep on Jacksonville.
Defense again.
Jacksonville got a defense with Malik Jackson and Calais Campbell.
What
They had a bunch of Pro
14
Bowlers.
points a game.
14.5 in today's game.
Okay.
Once again, a UCLA linebacker, Miles Jack.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they can run.
as well as Blake Bortles has played for the last month,
He's got to play like
quietly,
that.
Okay, can he go do that at Foxborough against Brady? I say
In his
no.
first playoff game,
Yep.
that'd be tough. But don't sleep. You're right.
That
Don't
defense,
sleep on it.
because if I'm Jacksonville, the way I play, I'll take Jalen Ramsey, who's about 6'2", about 215,
He is.
and I take him go play man-to-man on Gronk. I got Boyer, Cook.
do.
Okay, we're gonna go play big boy football.
Wait,
These are
you'd put,
Pro Bowl
you'd
players.
put
Jalen
Ramsey
Ramsey.
on Gronk?
Absolutely.
No kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he's big and physical enough. He's quick enough. Because you
You
remember,
think he can maneuver around him athletically and
remember
be
when,
long
Jim-
enough to make plays?
you remember when New Orleans played New England in New England? They put Akeem Talib on Jimmy Graham. You put your big physical corner who can maneuver.
Jump, long, athletic.
Boyer, go get Cooks. We're going to play big boy football. They got 4 guys. Calais Campbell and Malik Jackson inside. They got Fowler and the
You know who I'd put on him? You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna just take you back and
Cyprian?
No, I'd put Miles Jack.
Miles
on.
Jack.
Miles Jack. So this a few years ago, Nelson Aguilar had just caught 15 balls against somebody, and we're playing at the Rose Bowl against USC. Remember this game? And we put Miles Jack, an inside linebacker, on Nelson Aguilar, man to man the whole game. He had 3 catches for 29 yards. 2 of them came in the first drive. He shut him out the rest of the game. And I'm saying to our defensive coordinator, help Miles, help Miles. Miles come to the sideline. He's like, Coach, help somebody else. I got this dude. I mean, he's a freak. Have you seen him in person?
No.
He's a freak athlete and a great competitor. And, you know, I'm obviously biased.
Yeah.
He can do it.
Ramsey-
Wait a
He
second.
could do
Did
it
I
now.
just hear you jump on the Jacksonville bandwagon?
He put a foot on.
I've always said I thought defensively. Now the question is Blake Bortles going to continue to do what he's done?
Yeah,
thus
it's
far?
a quarterback's game.
Yeah.
Him and Tom Brady or
But that
Blake
deep-
Bortles.
Because, Tom is going to get some points. He's going to score. They're not going to shut him out.
No.
Can Blake Bortles match that?
Yeah. Jim, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh,
we
my
weren't too
pleasure.
hard on
Thanks
you,
for
right?
having me. No, you guys are great. Awesome to see you.
way to
Will
go.
Lonzo Ball outshine James Harden tonight? We'll discuss that next.